Hello everybody, this is Angel Biter. Welcome back to another Infinifactory video. We're going to knock out two more puzzles, hopefully. This first one, although we're already eligible for a performance review, I still want to go ahead and knock these out. And drone maintenance, and then furnished studio apartment. Okay, but yeah, let's start with drone maintenance. Alright, we're still in the same city. That's kind of neat. That looks more like a... Oh, this is a broken one. Looks like we're going to have to eviscerate. That's kind of neat. It's like a little tank cannon thingy. Alright, what we got going over here? These are some weird rooms, I'll tell you. That looks like the cannon, and that looks like... I don't know what that is. Alright. What's different? Okay, so we need to replace the white piece on the end. And I'm guessing by the cannon barrel, we need to replace the barrel as well. Alright, that's weird. Apologies. It looks like the tracks and the body of the tank thing are good, but I'm guessing I wonder if I can push this over. Alright, I don't know if I'll be able to do this in one straight shot like that, the one we did previously, because it looks like if I was to set a eviscerator to just knock out that top layer, it would hit this as well, and I don't want that piece right there to be taken out. I forgot to look for dead bodies. Doesn't look like there are any. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing this is probably like the brains or the control panel or something. And the barrel are going to have to come out. And I'm going to mess with that a little bit, and I will get back with you. Alright. Alright guys, I want to show you what I've done over here before I get started on the rest of that. Knowing me, I'll probably forget. I'm not going to bother with the blocker thing, because you got to wait for the whole thing to get cleared out of the way before you can let the blocker tends to be a pusher when you don't want it to be. So I prefer to use this pusher here that is actually intended to push. So what I've got here is an excavator that's going to remove the barrel, and once the front edge of this track hits here, it will get pushed over, and that excavator will remove that bit right there, which I think is like the control panel. So as you can see, there we go, and it continues on its way just like so. So the plan now is to have all of this over here ready. This is going to have to be rotated. It's going to have to be welded together and rotated. This doesn't have to be. It's just going to get dropped. But I will probably put a stop over here and then just have... Well, my thought was to push this back over, but then it'll be in the way. Alright, if I was to drop these in line with this track on the left and weld, then once they're welded, I can push it back over. Or maybe I should go change that to where this thing is riding along on this side. I'm going to do that. I'm going to reverse that end down there so that this is riding one off on this side. So I can just drop that in, weld it from the top, and then push it back over, instead of having to take it over the top and drop it in from this side. I'm going to do that, and I'll get back with you. Alright guys, this is where I'm at so far. I've got the excavation coming along over here, and I've got the barrel being put together and flipped around, and this piece is sitting right there waiting, and you can see that it all comes together right there. But the white piece I was expecting that one to get there first. It's getting there last. So I had planned on setting a sensor over here on the barrel to push this whole assembly back over one onto the conveyors to move on. But that didn't happen, and I don't really have a way to run the sensor on this one. So what I think I'm gonna do instead is after the, well, I don't know if that'll work either. After the barrel gets welded on, I can push it over, but then I'll have to add a blocker until that one gets welded into place. But I just don't have any good way to sense that. I can't put a sensor above because it's falling down. I can't have the white piece come in from the side because of the welder. I don't know. I'm going to play with that. It's just an interesting little problem that I thought I would point out, that I really don't have a way to push this over if the white block comes in second. So I'm going to play with this a little bit and I will come back to you. Alright, I have a plan. I don't see plan C, plan D. I'm not entirely sure where my plan is at, but here is the plan. We are going to, come on, like so. We're going to put a sensor there. So once the barrel gets dropped into place, it will get pushed over. Whoops. What happened? Okay. We need to move the sensor. The pusher's in the way as well. That didn't work out. We need to come back one there. And we don't want on the barrel. We want the sensor to be on that front leg right there, because the barrel actually gets there before this. So we're going to put a sensor here on the front of that track, like so. Connect it up. So now, once the barrel is attached, it gets pushed over, and we're going to put a stopper or a blocker on right here. We need a blocker like so. Excellent, and that fell right on top. And we will put a welder. Ooh, I might come to have the same problem. No, I won't. We will drop this down one, like so, and that will no, that's still not going to work. Alright, well anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to weld it over here, but I still need to sense it. I can't drop that down again because the welder there is in the way. Actually, that doesn't need to be there. Remove that welder. Whoops. Oh. We'll remove that welder, and we're going to drop this all down one more, like so. Then that will feed directly onto... Whoops. Oh, that's why we couldn't do that. Ah, goodness. Goodness, not good, not good. Alright, what I need is... Well, I was trying to avoid dropping this down from the top because I wanted to be able to have a sensor. But I need a welder, because I think if I was to let this go right now, that block would just fall off the back. So, alright, I'm gonna play with it some more and I'll get back to you. Alright, here we've finally got it sorted out now. I unfortunately had to, due to the timing, not being able to get the timing right, I just decided to bring this bit down here to be welded separately. And there, that just got welded. And I've got a sensor up here that I haven't hooked up yet, but that sensor is going to come down here to this blocker. So once that white bit gets in there, we will come down like so. And okay, well, since that... Well, no, we can't let that push off. So what we're going to need to do is put another sensor right there. And when that sensor goes off, it should keep that in, I think. Whoops, no. Why is that? What happened? Oh. There we go. Dummy. Alright. There we go. Whoops, what happened here? Oh, I removed my pusher for some reason. Okay. Let's see here. Whoops, undo. What I want is to sense... Alright, I want to sense the front of this track and then push off of it. I don't know why I removed that. That's weird. Alright, we got our sensor, got our pusher, like so. Hooked it up to Go Juice. There we go. And that should do it. Alright, I'm a little ashamed at how long that took me. But before I let it finish, I'm just going to go through the whole thing again. We've got the eviscerators that are removing the barrel and the control panel, I guess. And then the control panel is being added on down here. It comes down this conveyor. The whole tank gets stopped by that pusher. And that allows the white block time to get in there and get welded. Once it's picked up by that sensor, the pusher retracts and lets it move through to pick up the barrel, which gets pushed, and away we go. So, like I said, I'm a little upset that took me this long to get sorted out, but we got there in the end, and I had fun doing it. It was a challenge. So, where are we at? There we go. And hey, look, I right there average with everybody else. So, let's go on to the next puzzle. The last puzzle in Production Zone 2. Let's check that out. Furnished studio apartment. It's much nicer than my... That is my prison cell. That's my prison cell. I am building my own prison cell? Seriously? Right, well... Alright, so there's the sink, the bed, the floor, the monitor, and the wall. Right. So now I am building my own prison cell. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes! It's working! This practically makes up for the whole alien abduction thing. What? What do you mean this isn't right? It's exactly the same! Look at it! It's identical! You stupid piece of crap! Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. This would make a terrible video game.
This will make a terrible video game. Now that's hilarious. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna get started on this off camera and I will bring you back once I have a general idea of what's going on. Alright. Alright, I wanted to show you guys what I've got so far. I have not started on the wall or the monitor. I have worked on the floor, the bed, and the sink. And the floor comes out and comes to a stop right here at this pusher. And the sink and the bed just get dropped right into place. Once the bed hits, there is a sensor that will pull back the blocker and allow that part of the bed to pass through, where it comes to a stop right there past the sensor. And then I'm gonna come and drop the, once I get the TV put together, I will, in the wall, I'll drop it over here with probably another blocker over here, then allow it to complete on through. But I will bring you back once I get to that point. So much fun. Alright guys, we have the monitor coming out, getting pushed into the wall with a sensor that's going to retract this blocker and allow the wall to go through. The wall is a little bit ahead of the floor, but we got to make this turn and bring it 2 blocks this way, so I'm hoping that that will give the wall time to catch up. And we've got to figure out how we're going to weld it and move it on through after that. What I might just put another blocker here, and instead of a stop there, just keep the conveyor running all the way through. But what we need to do is like so. Nope. Was that even the right spot? That was. But we need to come over one more and hope it didn't get there too soon. We still need one more block to go. Whoops. There we go. Now let's see if that drops on there properly. It does. Excellent. Now we need to figure out how we're going to weld that. I didn't think that far ahead. We need to weld the wall to the floor. I can't put the welders here because I want to push it that way. I can't put the welders here because the wall would run into one, and I can't put them here because the floor would run into them. So, alright, this is going to take a little bit more thought than I had originally thought. I will get back to you. Okay, so I've had to sacrifice just a little bit of efficiency here. What I've got the welder here, both the floor and the wall were getting there at roughly the exact same time. It was like nearly the exact same time. So I'm just going to weld them when they get here and then push them over a block to get picked up by this conveyor. And it's just, instead of coming straight back, it's going to have to come over one block, go back, and then go back over a block. So lose just a little bit of efficiency there. Not the end of the world, but there we go. Whoops, I'm stuck. So that welded and pushed over a block. And now we're on this conveyor over here. And... whoops. Okay, that didn't work. We need to stop it right there. And there we go. We're building our own prison cell, folks. So, not a lot of efficiency lost, all things considered. Moving over one block and then moving back over again. We're talking like a second, maybe two. So, our footprint score is kind of big. I don't understand why that is. That's weird. But anyway, I'm going to increase the input rate and see if this changes anything. It doesn't look like it. Alright, excellent. And that took it from 210 to 192. Yeah, look at that. It's going all the way up to 18 or 19. Yeah, no. There's no way. I'll take it up to like 5. Let's see if this thing still works at 5. It does. I'm making my own prison cell. This game is hilarious. Down to 165. I'm okay with that. And let's do our performance review. What are they going to give me this time? Well, at least this guy's not bored anymore. He looked like he was falling asleep earlier. I hope that's like a rubber chicken. Eat. Thanks? Appreciate. Right. Yeah, that was weird. Couldn't have just given me another hat, huh? Well, at least the positive reinforcement's working. Alright. Yay! Resource Site 33811. Okay, I'm gonna get started on that one in the next video. So, alright then. I'm still stuck in my cell. And I've still got a video cassette I can't watch, but we're making progress and having fun. This has been Angel Biter. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.